Valerian and City of a Thousand Planets is directed by Luc Besson and stars Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne as two intergalactic space agents called Valerian and Laureline, and they sort of work at this big space station called Alpha, or the City of a Thousand Planets, which is this just gigantic space station where all these different alien races and humans, they kind of coexist and they sort of share their knowledge and all that stuff. And this is a film that is based on sort of a French comic book that Luc Besson grew up reading as a child, and so this film was sort of his passion project. You know, he'd been wanting to make this film for ages and ages now, but the technology wasn't really good enough. And really that's all I'm going to say about this film, because I think it is best if you just kind of go in not knowing too much. But I was very excited to see this film because I really like Luc Besson as a director. He directed Leon the Professional, which is like one of my favourite films of all time. And he also directed Lucy, which is just kind of an alright film, but I feel like all of his films, whether they're good or bad, they all have a very cool concept, they have very cool ideas behind them, and also they're very well directed. And this film is just that. This is an incredibly well directed film, and I think the main star of the film is Luc Besson and what he brings to the table, because the visuals are just incredible. I mean, I'm going to shut up about how 2017 has been such a great year for blockbuster film visually, because I've said that in all of my reviews, but it is. I thought Luc Besson did such a great job, and there's a lot of CGI in this film, a lot of CGI, like there are like 2,000 visual effects shots or something, but it never really gets in the way of your viewing experience. I think the CGI really adds to the film, and it just makes the film feel like so larger than life and really just like a comic book. And also, a lot of people are probably going to say that this film looks a lot like Star Wars, and George Lucas, when he was making the original Star Wars films, he actually took the Valerian comics as like big inspiration. So this film doesn't look like Star Wars. Star Wars is meant to look like Valerian. I just think with Luc Besson as a director, he's been wanting to make this film, like I said, for such a long time, and I think his passion for this film and the story and the characters really show, because not only, like I said, is this a gorgeous looking film, it just has this really weird and different feeling to it. And also the action scenes are incredibly well directed and very, very fun. I also absolutely love the opening scene of this film. I think it's one of the best and most creative opening scenes we've had all year. I really, really liked it. Dane DeHaan as Valerian, who's essentially the main character, I really like him as an actor. I think he's very good in films like Chronicle and also A Place Beyond the Pines, but in this film, I don't know. I think he was kind of miscast, that he didn't really strike me as this character, and I didn't really feel like he was this really cool, badass, sort of intergalactic space police. And also sometimes his character came off as really creepy. Also Cara Delevingne, who I think gets a lot of hate for her role in Suicide Squad, you know, the whole like witch thing. I think she's quite underrated, because if you've seen Paper Towns, then you'll probably agree with me saying that she gave quite a decent performance in that film, and I think that is quite an underrated film. And in this film, she gave a pretty decent performance as well. She's definitely more charismatic and a little bit more fun to watch than Dane DeHaan. But to be honest, both of the characters I feel are kind of just flat and not as interesting as I would have liked. In fact, I feel like the whole film, even though it is this big spectacle, very much so like Kong Skull Island, you know, a film that is just massive and just loud and explosive, and it's not sort of pulling its punches, and it throws the idea of less is more out the window. This is a film that when you go in, you have to expect completely crazy, and just a film that really just isn't taking itself too seriously. And even though it is a film like that, I think the story is way too complicated, and I feel like even though they probably wanted the story to be something really sort of deep and profound, I do feel like it's just kind of there to connect action scenes, you know, and I do feel like the story and the characters as well are kind of flat. And so that was slightly disappointing, because I feel like story and character are the two most important things about a film. But aside from that, I think that this is a visually stunning film that is directed really, really, really well, with a really interesting and cool and fun concept. And it does have decent performances, nothing like great, but on the whole, this was an alright film. I'm going to give it a C+. Guys, thank you as always for watching. Please stay tuned on Sunday or Monday, wherever you live, for my Game of Thrones Season 7 Episode 2 recap. Guys, thank you as always for watching. Thank you.